I find it to be a movie about everyone. It's an international film. It's really, I think it's the first one I've really done where I felt like everyone's included in one way or another. You know, that it's not a film about Germany. You know, it's not a film about America. It's not a film about any country. It's not a film about any one terrorist. It's not a film about any one faction. It's a film about, you know, these people who are in these circumstances, and because of what's happening in the world, they are exposed in a way that's unbelievably powerful, I think. You know, there's nowhere to hide. They're literally pulled out of themselves. The circumstances of life kind of come and just pull them right out into the light, and I just thought it was incredibly powerful. And pertaining to the accent, actually, it's funny because, you know, the guy's German, but he's an international man. He speaks a lot of languages, and I mean, that was something I found very fascinating. He's like, what is that accent? You know, it can't be one thing. It had to be many things. It just couldn't be American, you know, and I just loved that about it too. I wasn't just trying to be German or something. As a guy who exists everywhere for many, many years.
The encounters that these people have with each other, they're kind of unlikely encounters. I am a banker that runs into a young woman that works for a refugee relief agency. I am a banker that runs into Secret Service people. I'm a banker that deals with a young Chechen guy. And those encounters bring us all to kind of crisis. And we're all in crisis. And it's all centered around this one event. So it's a beautiful way to see one event from many different angles. And you could say that about a lot of movies, but the view in one of the pleasures of watching the movie is not only the game of finding out what's going to happen, but it's also you keep on jumping who you identify with. And your point of view keeps on changing. And I think when you do that, that's one of the most powerful things that movies can do, is they can change your mind or challenge your kind of traditional thinking.
You know, it's interesting to me, there's all very, in a way, lonely people, and how it affects them, and how they all, in a way, betray one another, but thinking it's for the best of the other person. That's quite interesting in the story too. Why we do what we do sometimes, what are the motivations, and they're quite often very well meant.
You know, we're dealing with what could be very dark material at times, and Anton always brought a levity and he was always very kind and patient and gentle, which I think we until now, which I think, you know, we needed, and he also really knew what he wanted, so we worked quite quickly and efficiently, and there was a lot to shoot. I mean, it's a really tangled web, so you know, the amount of material he could get in a day, and it was still always beautiful. Every shot was always so dynamic and so well composed, and yeah, it was a real pleasure, and yet a total openness for change, for adjustments, for surprise. So it was awesome. Yeah. Thank you.